quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CFSL, brought to you by PX1 Sports. We got cloudy skies, moderate winds, and it's 54 degrees here in Blacksburg tonight as we watch over the Florida State Seminoles go head-to-head with the Virginia Tech Hokies. My name's Morty, and I'm joined here by my good friend Caleb. What's going on, big dog?
Man, you know, I'm in a good mood. I get some great Wednesday night football, ACC action, very important for both teams, and I'm happy to be here with a great man.
Can't complain, my man. Can't complain. Return is the ball first going to the that's the Hokies. That's Neil Downs with a 31-yard return.
And solid return, gets them in an okay spot with the ball just past the 30. We'll see how they can get a drive going correctly.
Yeah, that's not too bad of a spot. I wouldn't complain if I were them. First play on the field. And stepping back is Drew Busby, who's going to try to hold on to it. He gets sacked in the backfield.
And that is Cam Brooks, the defensive tackle, the senior who came through, just beat his man, saw the scramble attempt, and capitalized on it, not wanting to let him go anywhere.
2nd and 14. So much for a good field position, right? They've got a little bit of distance to cover up for, but sure they can make it happen as Busby steps back in the pocket one more time. Looking for throw up right side, goes complete, and that's Tatum Melanishin who just shoved one defender down.
Yeah, and Melanishin is dangerous after the catch. She wants to get upfield and pick up as many yards as possible. Riley Quinn, the safety, came up for that tackle.
3rd and 4, right hash mark of the 36-yard line. Busby hanging out in the pocket once more, looking deep, but he's sacked one more time. The whole D-line came for his head.
And Frost Winter's the one who eventually cleans it up, but that is a team sack, if I'm being honest. 3 bodies were back there on Busby, just swarmed to the ball. Great job by this Florida State defense, sorry.
And the Seminoles achieving a 3rd and out as they're going to get the ball for the first time in this game, caught at the 25-yard line, left hash mark, and running upfield from there is Alexander Schultz with a 12-yard return.
And you'll take that return, especially from one of your best playmakers in Schultz, to build upon what was a great defensive effort to start the game.
And the first play of their first drive. Florida State Seminoles start at the left hash mark of the 38. And a handoff running up the right side of the field. He found a hole and he took it. D-Money just got him a first down.
And Nate Skinner potentially saved a touchdown, if not 20 or more yard run there. He came across the field and tackled D-Money. Not an easy task. That stopped it from a bigger gain.
I know you know ball, Caleb, and I know you know D-Money. This guy's going to be all over the field. He gets another handoff, but this time couldn't quite find a hole. Only 3 yards on the rush.
Absolutely, but D-Money getting upfield is dangerous. That time is Alfredo Barfield who was there, who made first contact that let the entire defense swarm to finish the tackle.
Middle of the field, more than halfway down. The drive is looking good so far for the Seminoles. Kai Mills with a 3-yard reception, 3rd and 4.
And I'll always like those quick 3-yard out routes, especially on 2nd down. Get to a closer 3rd down instead of making it a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I mean, you do a couple of those each play, and you're never going to go off the field until you score. Stepping back one more time. Scally's looking for a target way downfield, but it goes intercepted. It goes intercepted. Let's see how far he goes. Almost tripped up right after, but he shook off one and getting taken down just 20 yards after the interception. What an amazing play from Crew Henderson.
Crew Henderson ended up playing it perfectly. Yes, he got beat. It happens. But he got beat because he saw the ball in the air and said, I know where that's going. I'm catching it. It's his 4th INT on the year. I believe it ties him for first among this season, and an outstanding play by this outstanding cornerback who's only a sophomore.
Way to read the ball from the Hokies defense, and now back on the field. Left hash mark of the 29. Busby stepping back one more time, looking for a throw, goes complete up left side. Took a bit of Locklear for a first down and some change on top of that.
There's Kai Forshea who got that tackle. The safety was covering a different man and came over and finished that tackle after his teammate got beat.
First down, left hash mark of the 43. It looks like Busby's got some company with him in the backfield, but looks for a deep throw right side, just a tad bit too far, but your man was left open.
Absolutely. That's a missed opportunity. You had a step, if not more. You have to complete that pass and be in an outstanding situation.
2nd and 10, same field position, but this time we're going for a run. Ravana Kozlov getting way past first down. Is he going to take it to the house? No, he's not. Shoved out of bounds, but a 42-yard rush for Kozlov. Talk about moving the chains.
And Kozlov's not a guy I typically correlate with speed, but he got out and he got moving. Speedy Howard, however, was able to come across field and get that tackle to stop a touchdown. But you have to feel great if you're Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing feeling. First down, left hash mark at the 15-yard line, just shy of goal line territory. Busby's looking for a throw, goes complete up right side. A bit dangerous, but still works their way. Gabriel Locklear picks up 9 yards.
And great tackle by both the linebackers. Jeezy and Gonzalez were both there to eventually get that tackle. Just got him by his shoelace. That's all you got to do.
6 yards away from the end zone. The first score of the game could go for the Hokies. And Busby stepping back in the pocket once more. Finds a throw, complete up right side, and gets his feet into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Hokies.
Once again, it's those quick outs that are awesome. I love them. Wide open, you give your person space to get upfield, finish the drive. That's something Nate Snare emphasized to me when I talked to him earlier today is he doesn't need to just get drives downfield. They have to finish, and what a great way to finish the first real drive they were able to put together.
And 7 points up, the first touchdown of the game for the Virginia Tech Hokies. The Seminoles looking to maybe gather some momentum. You got to remember, Caleb, their first drive looked pretty good. It's just a shame that an interception went through, but they're going to go for a kneel instead and start off at the 20.
And those are the things you have to live with at times, is those interceptions are just going to happen. You have to understand this Virginia Tech defense has playmakers. They may have been struggling thus far. They're going to make those plays.
Goldfish memory for TJ Scally and everybody else here on the side of the Florida State offense, starting off their first run of this new drive. Going to be a handoff to D Money, but got caught up in traffic. 2nd and 3, though.
D Money just keeps getting yards. That's all he knows how to do. It's all he understands is how to get upfield.
Yeah, that guy, I mean, he's so fast. He's so smart. He knows how to read the field position and take it. Another handoff, but this time, I mean, the defense read it like a book. He lost a yard on the rush.
And that's a great defensive play call by Virginia Tech. Alfredo Barfield ended up with the tackle. It was actually, though, Apollo Sanchez who made that play possible, attacked the outside, and completely took it away, forcing D-Money to go inside.
3rd and 5, the 31-yard line, right hash mark, and this time Scally's looking for a throw, goes complete, and almost shoved out of bounds, fighting for some yards after the catch, though. D-Money still lost 2 yards. That's a 3rd and out from the Hokies.
Absolutely. Jalen Tomlinson with a great effort here. Tackling D-Money one-on-one isn't easy, but what did Tomlinson do? Give time for his defense to get around the ball. Yeah, you may not tackle him with one, but I'll take a 3-on-1 tackle.
And looks like they're going to have to punt this away. Having a hard time gathering the momentum that they got on the first drive. Maybe the mentality isn't all the way there. The punt go through, and it's caught at the 32, running upfield, the middle of the field from there, but he's swarmed by Seminoles. Neil Downs with a 10-yard return.
And Neil Downs is dangerous in the return game, so you have to swarm tackle him. If you give him space, you might be in for a long return.
Middle of the field, 44-yard line. And the Hokies looking to score their 2nd of the game. Ravana Kozlov on the rush, almost tripped up, but shakes off one for an easy first down.
Ravana is running angry, and I absolutely love it. This is the kind of energy you need from your running back in games like this.
5 minutes deep into the first quarter, and the Hokies have control so far. Another handoff to Kozlov, who storms through one, just shy of a first down yet again.
Kozlov is just not happy today. Did someone mess with his breakfast? Did he skip breakfast, sleep in, something? Because whatever someone did, thank God I'm not on that field.
2nd and 1, left hash mark. more than halfway down the field, looking for a throw up left side. Doesn't go complete, though. Looks like Busby felt some pressure and threw it out of bounds.
And it's smart. I live by the saying, live to see another down. If you take a bad sack there, you get throw an interception. That drive's done.
Another handoff to Kozlov, running up the middle of the field once more. But wait a minute, he was on the back. Oh, okay, he fell over.
Mort, are you familiar with the superhero Spider-Man?
I would say so.
Ravana runs like the Rhino. He is just he's just not stopping.
What would you call D-Buddy Big Wheel?
Probably. That's probably the best comparison.
Kozlov on the rush left side once more, swings out and able to find 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
And I like the stiff arm attempt, trying to force the defender out away from him. And it was a great tackle by the defense. Crowder Painter, the defensive end sophomore, eventually got out there to make the tackle.
2nd and 6, left hash mark of the 25-yard line, and Nirvana Kozlov is swarmed by Seminoles. He stands for quite some time. He's still going. Good Lord, this man is hard to take down.
Do you know what's better than one stiff arm? 2 stiff arms. That is just violent. Those are some UFC punch-like stiff arms we're seeing out of Kozlov there.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him change sports after his senior year. And looking for a throw up right side. Goes complete once more. A bullet firing through from Drew Busby, picked up by Alfredo Barfield.
The middle linebacker can do it all. The outstanding way to look downfield. Barfield, the senior, has waited all his life for an opportunity to play tight end and capitalize. Just fell 2 yards short from his ultimate goal.
Right hash mark, 1 receiver on each side, and Busby's got company with him in the backfield, looking for a throw, but he felt pressure so quick. Who just swarmed the ball so fast?
That is Monty Leak, the senior, who is a threat anytime he is on the field. You do not want to give him a chance to make a play. He will make that play, his 5th sack on the year.
Cortisol levels might have spiked for a moment, but they got to keep it cool. 2nd and goal. You've got a big opportunity here. Handoff from Kozlov, but once more read like a book. This D-line cannot be held.
No, they absolutely can't, and it's just great play by this entire defense. They're swarming. They're trying to make these tackles. I believe it was Riley Quinn who got back there for that one.
3rd and goal, but they lost some yards. They're going to have to make up for it with this next play. And looking for a throw. Knocked out. So that's 4th and goal.
You know, everyone has to have a weakness. Apparently, Kozlov's is catching the ball, but it's fine. Because when the ball's just in his hands, he's hard to bring down.
You know what, Caleb? I'll take 3 over 0 any day of the week. And based off this kick, it goes complete. Double digits on the scoreboard for the Hokies.
And this is a huge start for the Hokies. They have struggled to really get going into games. 10-0 against FSU is never safe, but it's a great start.
A legendary return there, but a flag on the play.
Receiving team.
The clipping call.
It's dreaded for a reason. Just you can't do it. You get a clipping call, you kill 30 yards off your return.
I don't know if you saw that 20 being slipped to the ref there. No, I'm just kidding. First down, left dash mark, 15-yard line, and looking for a throw way deep, but finds a target up left side, goes complete, shoved out of bounds right after getting a first down. Zane Tree with 11.
And Nate Skinner was the corner who made that tackle. I think they were just playing a soft zone, and FSU took advantage of it, so hats off to them.
Left hash mark once more. And Scally looking for a throw, goes complete once more. The screen pass has been very nice for them. Oh no, that guy just got swung around, but he's still up. He got pushed. D Money just fought for so many yards.
You know, Nate, D Money really just said, I'm more than just speed. We talk about how agile he is. I swear 4 or 5 Virginia Tech Hokies bounced off him. 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. 6, 7 guys if we count the one out of bounds, all had the opportunity to take D Money to the ground, and D Money said, not today. I want every yard I can get.
And they teach you this at even high school levels of ball, you got to wrap up. And that's kind of what I didn't see right there. Scally stepping back in the pocket once more, finds a throw that almost got intercepted there. You've got to be careful, Scally.
Yeah, snake skin is a dangerous way to throw. I get he doesn't have the INT numbers you'd love to see out of a guy of his talent, but he will pick one off if you're not careful.
Scally hanging out once more. He feels a lot of pressure, needs to throw it quick, but it goes intercepted once more. It goes intercepted once more. The Seminoles have control. The Hokies have control of the ball once more.
All quarterbacks are taught one very important lesson. Do not throw across your body, especially if you're going off your back foot. Drew Busby just did everything a quarterback is not supposed. Sorry, TJ Scally did everything a quarterback's not supposed to do in one play and they paid his penalty.
And with less than 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, Busby looking to finish off this last drive, potentially the last drive of the quarter here. Could be a Locklear gets a good reception for 13.
Way to keep moving the chains. They're past the 40, but can they finish this drive? Something they have struggled to do, only finishing one of their first 3, now 4th drive.
And Ravana Kozlov up the middle yet again, but just couldn't find his way through traffic. It's a jam in there.
It is. They're loading the box. Kai Forsey, the safety was playing up closer because of the threat of Kozlov. They are respecting this young man.
2nd and 8, left hash mark at the 36-yard line. And Busby stepping back once more. He decides to roll out of pocket. He might not be too fast, but he's just quick enough to get upfield for a first down. 11 yards found on the rush.
And there's Fernando Gonzalez III, the linebacker, who eventually came up. As Virginia Tech just shows, hey, we can do it with Kozlov, with Downs, and with Busby.
First down yet again, 25-yard line, and the Hokies have been pretty solid on this drive. A reception goes up left side to Cam Ellis for 9 yards, just shy of a first down.
And just great open field tackling, got on the body instantly, didn't let any chance of a play after catch become a thing. Great tackle.
Left hash mark, 15-yard line, and a handoff from Busby going upfield once more. Kozlov is swarmed in the backfield, but he fights off a lot of defenders, and he gets in for a first down.
You know, it's crazy to think about. Kozlov's at 81 yards already in this first quarter. He's on pace for over 300 yards on the day. That'd be something to watch.
No kidding, dude. Right hash mark, 10-yard line, just shy of 1st and goal. And Busby's looking for a throw. He finds a target that's open. Target acquired, but it doesn't go through.
It doesn't, and it's a great defensive play by Riley Quinn. Just played the ball, not the man. Something I love to see DBs do, because playing the man is worthless if he catches it.
2nd and 10, and Busby hanging out once more. Finds a target at the middle of the field. This time, Camille Locklear holds onto it for 6.
And that's the big thing. Hold on to the ball, because now you're going to go to the end of the quarter.
That's going to wrap up our first quarter for today, but thank goodness for all CFSL fans, we've got 3 more quarters. As a matter of fact, that's how football works. 10-0, and the Hokies are up for now, but can the Seminoles come back throughout the game? We'll find out, and we'll take it to a break. We'll see you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Right hash mark is where the Hokies start their 3rd play of this drive, and hanging out one more time. Busby looking for a throw, but sacked in the backfield once more. Good Lord.
The generational talent, Frost Winters, trying to have himself a huge day. That's already his 2nd sack on the day, his 6th on the season, and his 9th TFL. He wants an All-American nod at the end of the year, and that's how you do it, is by dominating your conference games.
This will be a kick 30-yard attempt. We'll see how this one goes. It's complete once more. Congratulations to Chip Lightfoot for being perfect on the night. 13 points on the board for the Hokies. And the Seminoles have a lot to make up for.
They do, and I know Virginia Tech takes a deep breath every time Lightfoot takes a kick, as he has not been exactly outstanding this year for them.
But at least he's improving, right? It seems, 3 for 3 so far. You got to give respect to that.
Yeah, you got to love it. It's something that I'm telling you Nate Snare is very happy about, as I will not say what Snare had to say about his kicker until it's relevant.
First down, and look at Scally handing it off to Money once more, running up the middle of the field, able to find a hole and take it up for 6 yards.
And if I am FSU, this is my offense. They're not stopping D-Money. I am feeding D-Money all day, every day. 3 downs until they show me they can stop it.
2nd and 4, and Scally hanging out in the pocket once more, finds a target, complete up right side. Oh no, not complete.
Just knocked away. Great job by the defense. Crew Henderson just playing the ball, got a pick earlier, forced the incompletion there.
Right hash mark, 3rd and 4, and Scally's looking for a target yet again, but needs to throw it away, but he gets sacked in the backfield instead. Is that a 3rd and out from the Hokies defense?
It absolutely is. FSU can't get momentum going. Patrick O. Campbell with the sack. The junior came up with a big play to get them off the field. This is a Virginia Tech defense that has a brand new energy to it, and I am loving it.
It seems that the Seminoles are forced to punt the ball away. Punted from the 20 and caught near the 25 on the other side of the field. Neil Downs picked up 10 yards, though.
And I like how Neil Downs just put his shoulder down at the sideline, understood the situation he was in, and said, I want every yard I can get.
First down once more. And Busby hanging on to the ball, finds a target at the middle of the field, and complete once more. A bullet shot to Kabil Locklear. He caught it for 13.
And it was Quinn Geezy who ended up with that tackle, played the legs like a true wrestler, maybe wrestled in high school some.
First down once more than halfway down the field. Things look good for the Hokies, but this time Busby's got to make a business decision and throw it out of bounds.
And throwing it away is always the safe play. Live to see it's another down. It's only first down. It's not like you're going to punt it.
2nd and 10, 49-yard line. And Busby looking for a target once more. Finds one on the right side of the field. Goes complete to Kabil Locklear, who's been a hell of a player tonight.
Yeah, he's also having a great night. Fernando Gonzalez has been covering him the majority of the night and just has not been able to keep up with Locklear.
Yeah, when your tight end is your top reception, your top receiver for the night, I mean, that's got to be good news, right? Almost intercepted there. Good Lord.
Speedy Howard was right there. Almost had it, almost went back with it. Would have been a huge play for this FSU defense in a momentum shifting play.
2nd and 10, right hash mark. And the Hokies are doing great on this drive so far. You can't let the momentum stop, but Quinn Geezy just could not let him breathe there.
Absolutely not. Too much pressure. That's the key, is get pressure on Busby. If he can't make a throw and find it quick, you're going to be in a healthy spot.
I say let Kozlov try and hold on to this, but instead, maybe a screen play, but yet again, Speedy Howard on the field.
They're just taking attack. They're just attacking now. They're saying, we're done playing softball. We're playing aggressive ball. Let's get to the quarterback.
Too far for a field goal. Don't want to rely on Chip Lightfoot from that distance. So instead, we're going to punt it away and give it back over to the Seminoles.
Not quite for the brand. I saw it spiraling to the right, and I was holding my breath. I was hopeful we get a for the brand on our first punt. I was gonna say first punt. It's not our first punt of the night. I don't know what I was about to say.
I know what you mean. I read your. I didn't understand your tongue, but I could read your mind there. First down this time for the Seminoles, rushing up the middle of the field. The Money picked up 6.
And Patrick O'Campbell got tossed out of the way for that run. Just took the brunt of it and ate it. To be fair, graded a quick tackle afterwards.
Left hash mark, 2nd and 4. And looking for a big play here. We need to get some momentum for the Seminoles. A big catch up the middle of the field to Alexander Schultz.
And that time it was Barfield with the tackle. Came up, got the quick tackle on Schultz. But a little too late as they got to move the chains. And I do have a Twitch update for you after this.
First down once more. And having to throw it out of bounds because Scally felt a lot of pressure there. I don't blame him.
Over on Twitch, Dalen Sparks catches the first touchdown on the night as he gets a 15-yard reception. Ohio State leads Iowa 10-3. 4:30 left in the first.
And throw up left side goes to Kai Mills, 4-yard reception.
Good catch by Mills, and man, Twitch is in for a long one tonight if they're only halfway through the first.
3rd and 6, left hash mark. And the Seminoles need to get the chains moving. And Scally stepping way back in the pocket, but swarming the ball, trying to run upfield from there, just barely gets his feet in for a first down. D-Money made a play.
Great job by Isaac Hall to eventually get that tackle, but D-Money was fighting as hard as can be to get Avery in, knowing how important the first down was there, and got it.
First down, this time for the Seminoles, continuing to move the chains, but intercepted once more. Blink and you'll miss it. Guess who's got their hands back on the ball? It's the Hokies.
Sean Carter just jumped that ball, and I can tell you Grin is not happy right now as he emphasized winning the turnover battle for tonight, and they are not doing that in the slightest.
Goodness, the Hokies just won't let the Seminoles get anything done this game. Kozlov on the rush, fights for some yardage, and ends up picking up 4.
Good fight by Kozlov, just continuing to prove he is that guy tonight.
2nd and 6, and the Hokies look unstoppable as we're 4 minutes deep into the second quarter. Not too close to halftime, but we're definitely inching away there. But rushed, Drew Busby couldn't quite get the ball out. He couldn't breathe there.
Everyone on this FSU D-line is eating tonight. This time it's Crowder, Painter. 3 of the 4 defensive linemen have sacks tonight for FSU, and it's only the second quarter. They are playing aggressive, hard football, and I love every second of it.
3rd and 14. That is a lot of distance for the Hokies, but we've seen them do crazier things tonight. I mean, they feel confident as ever. Let's see how they make it happen. Busby stepping way back. He's going to have to throw a screen pass out, and it goes complete, but swarmed by defenders right after. Kozlov couldn't find many yards. At least that's a 3rd and out defense from the Seminoles.
And the Seminoles absolutely needed to get off the field here. They couldn't risk a elongated drive that took forever. Great job swarming to the ball carrier, and just great defensive play altogether. Quinn Geezy is the one who ended up with that tackle.
And the Hokies punting it away here. Caleb, we talked a lot about how great D-Money is. He's had a hell of a night for the most part. I'd say we need to get him some more hands. We need to give him some more handoffs.
You play through him. I'm telling you, you currently have thrown 3 interceptions. D-Money is the pride of this team. He is the heart of this offense. You have to let him eat and let him do what he does best.
And we'll see how that goes here in just a moment. 4:46 left on the clock here in the second quarter. First down, this time for the Seminoles, making their way back onto the field. Scally being highlighted here for decent passing stats. I mean, 3 interceptions is nothing to be super proud of, but hopefully he can, have that goldfish memory and try and lock back into this game. Starting at the right hash mark of the 30-yard line, D-Money's going to get a handoff and run to the right side of the field, left side of the field. Only finds 2 yards on the rush, though.
And it was Wheeler who got that tackle, but over on Twitch, Declan Murphy gets a 1-yard touchdown as Iowa ties it up. 2:21 left in the half.
2nd and 8. Left hash mark. And this time we're giving it to D-Money once more. I mean, I guess they read my minds, but so did the Hokies defense because they're not letting D-Money get anything done right now.
Yep, and Barfield made the quick tackle, but I guess that's the downside. Virginia Tech realizes that's the guy who can beat them right now, and they're just taking him away, daring Scally to throw.
And Scally looking for a target up the middle of the field, goes complete to Ryan Stewart. They needed that pass, and Stewart made it happen. That's a first down.
Absolute laser. You had the open guy. He had to throw it in a window, because if it's anywhere else, it's incomplete. A great throw.
And Scally going to hand it off to Money once more, but Davian Augustin. Oh, it's Davian Augustin on the rush, but I mean, he was taken down just shot after.
They just can't get any space in this run game. They're trying to open it up. They're trying. If I was them, I'd hit a play action here because that's what Virginia Tech's playing.
2nd and 9, up the right side. Zane Tree is able to get his hands on the ball for a 2-yard reception.
And Apollo Sanchez came up and got that tackle. Outstanding job. Just said, hey, get on the ground. Get third down. We're going to make you live in 3rd and longs.
3rd and 8 towards the right hash mark, the 49-yard line. And Scally in the pocket once more. He's got a lot of time to breathe. The O-line is an easy job, but finds a target down the way left side of the field. Alexander Schultz with a 35-yard reception. The Seminoles might have something here.
I do not love that defensive play call. They decided to only rush one player, and that is the defensive tackle. Both the D ends played a spy, saying, we're not going to let you run, and you can't give him that much time to throw the ball. He's going to kill you.
I don't know if you believe in wizards, Caleb, but we might be looking to make some magic happen on the field here. Just a couple more yards, and we're getting our feet into the end zone, but Scally throws it out of bounds. He felt a lot of pressure.
I do, and I think there might have just been a tad of miscommunication there. Maybe he thought his receiver was going to keep running upfield instead of stopping. Just no communication to be had.
2:45 left on the clock. And it's a Davian Augustin once more with an 8-yard rush.
Nice, powerful run. Got upfield and said, hey, give me these yards. 3rd and 2. Meet me in the hole.
3rd and 2. And the momentum is going their way. A couple more plays. A Davian Augustin with another. That's D-Money with a rush. I can't get him right here.
Hey, man, they both run the same. They just great runners. I understand it. You see someone running, and you're like, man, that's D-Money. That's Augustin. They both run the same with the same intensity. I understand it.
The Seminoles, the first college team to utilize cloning. I'm just kidding. Right hash mark and running up the side of the field. Look at this guy go. Can he get in for a touchdown? No, he can't. A Davian Augustin did get a lot of yardage, though, and we're less than an inch away from the end zone. One big play could make this happen. Timeout utilized from the Seminoles. Give him a little bit more time to breathe. But Scally's going for a pass instead. It goes up the middle, straight to Alexander Schultz, and that's a touchdown for the Seminoles.
I think the saying is, you can disagree with the play call if the play call doesn't work. I was sitting here like, your running backs have put in all this work to get you here. Why are you throwing the ball? Is this going to be a Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl moment? But they proved me wrong, got in the end zone, got on the board. Great way to end this drive for the Seminoles.
I agree with that, Caleb. You can argue with the play call, but you can't argue with results. 7 points on the board for the Florida State Seminoles. They've gotten rid of their goose egg and gotten on the board, but they still need another possession to at least get even with the Hokies. After receiving the ball in the backfield, Neil Downs is going to kneel.
Just a safe call. Say, hey, we're going to get to the 25. It might be the 20-yard line. I don't know what it's. I'm not 100% certain which yard line. But it puts you in a great spot to say, hey, let's go give our offense 2 minutes, 3 timeouts to go get at least 3, preferably 7, and walk in with a big lead.
Middle of the field, 25-yard line is where the Hokies will start this next drive. Less than 2 minutes before halftime rolls around. And Busby is hanging on to the ball, finds a target up right side, goes complete to Willie Bertram for a 6-yard reception.
Great tackle by Speedy Howard, came up, got that tackle quickly, and I do have a Twitch update for you after this play.
2nd and 4, right hash mark, and we're looking for what looks like a throw once more. 3 receivers on the line of scrimmage, and a dart up the middle of the field goes straight to Tatum Ellinishin for a 1st down.
Absolutely great throw, but over in Columbus, Iowa, Ohio State is 10 all at half. Interested to see how the second half plays out between those two great teams.
We've got a hell of a night for football here, Caleb. I'm excited to be here. I think I love when these close games go down. It is a defensive battle here, but continuing to march down the field slowly but surely are the Hokies. And this time looking for a target, finds a one that goes complete to Tatum Ellinishin. A way to fight for the ball there.
You have to fight. Ellinishin is a threatened Avery version of the game and proved it right there. Outstanding play.
2nd and 7, middle of the field, 41-yard line, and a lot of receivers on the line of scrimmage once more. And Busby's looking for somebody down the middle, but doesn't quite go complete. 3rd and 7.
Speedy Howard played the ball. I'm all for playing the ball, especially in that situation, because you need it to be incomplete. You can't let a completion be the result on that play.
And here we are, 1 minute left, just more than that on the clock. And a throw going up the middle to Willie Bertram, but having to utilize a timeout once more.
Great tackle by Quinn Jeezy. He came up and said, "You want a first down? You're going to have to go through me." And said, "This door is closed for you." No way, Jose.
The ball is caught by the Seminoles at the 15 right hash mark, and Alexander Schultz picks it up for 8 yards. I mean, I don't know how far you can get with a minute on the clock.
You can get very far. One big pass play, and you're going to be in a serious situation to say, hey, we are going to take the lead here. That's all they need.
Let's see if they can make it happen. A lot of deep passes could very well be the case, but instead, scrambling out of the pocket, Scally gets rushed and sacked for 4.
Barfield is all over the field today. He has 3 TFLs. That's his first sack. Just outstanding play. He even has a catch on offense. Barfield is doing everything he can to try to get Virginia Tech the long looked for win, as they have started 0-5 this season.
2nd and 14, left hash mark. This might be bad news for the Seminoles, but they've been through worse throughout the season, and now is the time to lock in and make something happen. But, I mean, I guess they're waiting down the clock, I suppose.
I understand it. I understand it. Why risk a bad play?
That's true. It's a good point. 3 seconds left on the clock. And boom, able to get one more play down. And goes for a catch right at the middle of the field. Zane Tree picks up first down. And 12 left.
I like this. Go get up to the line of scrimmage. Try to make one more play happen.
One more play, 8 seconds, 7. And Scally looking for a throw, but doesn't go quite there.
Not quite there. Little, just nothing there. I don't hate it, though, because it's just incomplete. You don't get punished for it. You get a chance at a Hail Mary.
One more shot for a touchdown right before halftime. A lob down the field, and it goes complete. If you've got dreams, you better believe in them. They are officially back in this game. Scally just made something happen with Ryan Stewart. A flick of the wrist with your wand will make magic happen. That's a touchdown for the Florida State Seminoles.
You're not just back in this game. You're walking into half with a lead. That's not something I anticipated. 5 seconds left with where they were at. Did not think they would take the lead. But outstanding job by this FSU offense to fight all half to get back into this game.
1 point above the Hokies. And if you would have told me this 10 minutes ago, Caleb, I would have called you crazy. But I guess we're going to have to lock you in an asylum, because here it is on screen. The Hokies have lost the lead to the Seminoles. Tell me how the Hokies get back in.
I mean, they got to just go back to Kozlov. It felt like we had a very absent section from Kozlov. He was so good. He played at a high level for the first quarter. He was on pace for 300 yards. And since then, I think he's gotten 3 or 4 carries. You need to play through Kozlov. He's your guy tonight. But a great job by FSU not giving that option up. If you would have told me, hey, FSU would have 3 interceptions, not force a turnover all night, and they'd be walking into half with the lead, I wouldn't have believed you. You have to put down FSU when you can, because we've seen it all year. They will fight back and make this a ball game, and they go into half with the lead because of it.
I mean, if you, I'm shocked, to be honest with you. I don't underestimate the Seminoles that much, but still, to see the Hokies lose so much momentum, I mean, they look so good, 13-0 for quite some time, and the Seminoles said, you know what, we got to lock in. I hope those halftime conversations were a little rough for the Hokies, because they've got quite a bit to prove here. The ball going back to the Seminoles, so now they're in possession, they're in the lead, momentum is in favor of Florida State.
Oh, it's completely in the side of Florida State. You connect on a Hail Mary, I mean, anything is possible at that point.
Right hash mark and first down for the Florida State Seminoles. And Scally, feeling better than ever, finds a throw, up left side, goes complete to Kai Mills for 3.
I love those quick outs. What can I say? It's always open somewhere. Just get it out quick. 2nd and 7, you have to love that.
Couldn't complain about that. Scally going to hand it off to D Money this time. Running up the left side of the field, 8 yards found on the rush. That's a first down.
Nate Skinner got over there and eventually pushed him out of bounds. But we're seeing a revitalized FSU offense now off that Hail Mary. I love it.
And on the left side of the field, left hash mark, a handoff once more goes to Davian Augustin, 5 yards on the rush.
And just great job by Stoney Dell, who got over there to make the tackle. The D end was on the ground, but twist D-Money enough where D-Money lost all balance.
2nd and 5, and a couple receivers on the line of scrimmage. We see a halfback right next to Scally in the backfield. We're going to hand it off and running upfield. Not able to find many yards, though. D-Money only got 2.
Barfield made a massive hit on the run. He said, oh, you want to come this way? Well, I don't like that, so go back that way, please.
3rd and 3, and faking the handoff. Scally's looking for a target downfield, and it goes complete. A great play from Alexander Schultz to make his way to the ball.
The sideline is always open. That's something you have to believe in. He finds the sideline, sees Schultz on the sideline, and says, well, wide open man, let me take that.
More than halfway down the field, rushing up from there. D-Money got shoved down by 3.
Absolutely, just no space. Sean Carter, who's having a great night so far, came in and got that tackle, but Crew Henderson also got in that backfield to make some noise.
Here we are, 2nd and 11, the middle of the field, and faking the handoff once more. Throws a quick complete pass. Man, that was dicey, but that's how Schultz likes it. That's a 1st down.
It isn't. Great job by Crew Henderson. He was on the blitz and almost got there. He could taste the sack, but was just a half step too late from it.
And handing it off once more, running up the right side. He found a hole and he took it, and that's going to get him just shy of a 1st down. Davian Augustin with a 10-yard rush.
Crew Henderson's all over the place. Got that tackle. Feels like every play of this drive, he's been involved in one way or another.
The handoff once more, running up right side. He found a hole and he took it. The run game from the Seminoles has been unstoppable. Look at D-Money go.
This is just what momentum can do to a team. They finally have it. Jax Cole had to make a touchdown-saving tackle, but momentum is on the side of FSU.
1st down once more. We're getting closer and closer to the end zone. A quick throw goes complete, and Isaiah Newman picks up 7 yards.
Great catch by Newman. Barfield with a great tackle. Just got him down instantly. They need to force an incompletion there, though. They can't just settle for a 7-yard gain tackle.
2nd and 3. Less than 15 out. A good throw goes complete up the middle to Ryan Stewart. This is bad news for the Hokies.
It's horrible news, but this is what momentum does to a team. This is what FSU has hunted for all year. But can Virginia Tech hold here when it matters most?
Looking for a target, goes complete once more. Kai Mills got it in, and that's a touchdown for the Florida State Seminoles.
I've watched enough football to tell you the equation for touchdowns on a defensive side is do not deliver pressure. You gave Busby all day to find the throw. You can't do that because Busby will hurt you there. With that touchdown, it's huge. Sorry, Scally. I don't know why I keep flipping the two. Scally with the great pass downfield with all the time in the world.
Golly, I mean, it was such a defensive battle in the 1st quarter and even throughout the 2nd. I don't know what happened to the Hokies, though. We need to lock in back on defense to make sure the Seminoles don't keep this momentum going. We'll see how the offense locks in. Tatum Elinishin picks up 25 on the return.
Great return, and we're seeing Schultz is his 2nd half effort already, but over on Twitch, Ben Davis gets an 8-yard rushing touchdown as OSU extends the lead 20-10, 3:39 left in the 3rd quarter.
Busby gets rushed, barely gets the ball off. It's complete to Jonathan Sherwood.
And it is Kilgore who gets over there for the tackle quickly. Great job filling these short lanes on the blitz, knowing Busby has to get rid of it fast.
2nd and 9, right hash mark, 29-yard line. And Busby in the pocket once more. He needs to throw it out, and just the pressure is too much for the O-line to handle.
Just too much pressure. That's what bringing all these blitzes will do. Just getting home over and over again. That is creating all these issues for Virginia Tech.
3rd and 9, and Scally gets the ball out. This time goes complete, and running up the right side of the field, Kozlov couldn't find any yards. That's a 3rd and out defense from Florida State.
And they ran the screen on the short side of the field, which I never love, because you incorporate an extra defender on the field, and that being the sideline. And that's all Speedy Howard did, was use that extra defender and push them out of bounds.
Alexander Schultz with an 11-yard return as the Seminoles have control of the ball once more, and they're up. I mean, you got to keep in mind, these guys are in the lead, and momentum has never looked better for the Seminoles. They went from 13 down to 7 up. A throw goes complete up the right side to Alexander Schultz once more for a 7-yard reception.
Great reception. Marcel Wheeler with the tackle. He just stacks up tackles. The leading tackle getter thus far this season, continuing to tackle for this Virginia Tech defense.
2nd and 3, looking for a target. Found one on the right side. Isaiah Newman got him a 1st down.
You know, I always say, I've said it all night, the quick out is lovely, and you see it right there. Gets the 1st down because of it.
1st down once more, and a handoff to the halfback running up the middle of the field. He found a hole and took it. D Money with a 10-yard rush.
All the momentum is behind FSU, and that's a dangerous game because FSU is so good with momentum, and it feels like you can't gain it back after they gain it.
2nd and inches. Pascali's going to go for a throw instead, but it ran right into the back of Alfredo Barfield.
No, Barfield with the great defensive play, but wasn't really a great defensive play on his end because Zane Tree just never turned around to the ball.
3rd and inches, looking for a handoff to Money, but couldn't find his way upfield. D Money was swarmed, and that looks like it's going to be it for the defense.
It is, and that's a big hold by Virginia Tech. They needed to get off the field badly, and they did just that. Great job to fight back.
Looks like here's going to be a punt, and it goes out, and it is not caught. It's going to go to the end zone.
Just play it safe, get it out of the end zone, say, hey, we're going to take the ball on the 20 happily instead of risking whatever could happen on a return.
1st down once more, this time for the Hokies. Busby looking to get back in this game. A throw goes complete right side. Kabil Locklear with a 14-yard reception.
That's the man you have to feed, is Locklear. He's been your leading pass catcher tonight. He is dangerous in the pass game. Feed him more.
1st down goes up right side. Tatum Lanishin caught it, but still lost yardage.
Just gotta gain yards on pass plays, but you love giving Melanishin a chance to make a play. You run the quick screen and trust that she can break one tackle and get upfield. Speedy Howard just made that tackle happen.
2nd and 11, right hash mark, and a lot of yards needed to move down the field for the Hokies. But we're not giving up here. Kozlov on the rush, but he's taken down in the backfield, and we lost a yard again.
Just quick tackles. That time it was Dunn who got in the back. Sorry, Quinn, not Dunn, who got in the backfield to make that tackle as Virginia Tech sees the nightmare. A 3rd down tonight.
3rd and 12. A lot of yards needed to at least move the chains, and it looks like a complete go off the right side. 4th and 2, though, not where they needed to be.
No, and they continue to throw the screen at the short side. You have to go to the wide side of the field. Give Kozlov more open space to work with. You can't limit him to the distance between the hash mark and the sideline. Give him the rest of the field also.
On the return, able to find a decent amount of yardage. Alexander Schultz picks up 11.
Solid return, great coverage. 11 yards has been a minimum for him tonight thus far. It feels like he's just doing a great job making plays on offense and in the return game.
1st down and going up the left side. Look at this guy fight for yards. I mean, just quick and unstoppable. D Money found 23 on the rush.
D Money just put his head down and said, I want every yard I can get. You want a piece? Get out my way. Barfield had to catch him from behind. It was the only way that was going down, because if you got in front of him, you were going on the ground while he ran past you.
Left hash mark, the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles continuing their dominance. And Scally's hanging back in the pocket. Found a throw, complete up left side. Ryan Stewart picked it up for 15 yards.
And just a great out route. Just great communication. Put it perfectly on the sideline where it was incomplete or reception. And thankfully for FSU, it's a completion. Sadly for VT, it's a completion though.
Yeah, for everyone right there on the offense, I mean, it came together. The O-line held their breath. Scally did a great job getting the ball out. Stewart made the play there as well. A phenomenal play. And this time, Scally throwing it up the middle once more. Ryan Stewart, this guy is on fire. Somebody get an extinguisher.
Yeah, Ryan Stewart is just devouring right now. Over 100 yards. Got tackled by Isaac Hall, which could have saved a touchdown as no one else was upfield to stop him. Skinner eventually got there, so probably not, but great job by this FSU offense just moving with ease.
2 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Seminoles continuing their march down the field. First down near the 20-yard line. The handoff goes to a Davian who tries to fight through a defender, but instead he gets shoved down for a 4-yard rush.
I give Barfield a lot of credit. He is fighting tonight. 9 tackles on the night now. Just trying to be every way he can to help Virginia Tech capture a win, but it's not enough thus far.
2nd and 6, right hash mark, found a target, and the ball is complete. Able to find a first down there.
Great route running by Zane Tree. Got past the line, past the sticks before cutting it outside, saying, hey, you think I'm going inside? Nah, quick out route's always open.
Minute and a half. Time is ticking, but Scally's not stressed. The ball goes complete once more, but clothesline right after. But D-Money still picked up 4 yards.
Great awareness by Nate Skinner. The lineman went for the chop block to get him on the ground, and Skinner got vertical, saying, nope, I'm going above and getting this tackle for my team.
And Stewart can smell the grass in the end zone. A throw goes up left side, but that's Alexander Schultz with a reception. That's a touchdown for the Seminoles.
Outstanding throw. Schultz just beats his man off the line of scrimmage, and that's a laser from Scally. Scally put it on a mission to put it in a spot where Schultz could catch it and stay in without risking Skinner jumping the ball, and did it perfectly as FSU continues to hold control.
And the PAT works out well. Andrew Pence, who's been incredibly reliable with each PAT. 28 points on the board. I mean, we went from 0 to 28, and the Hokies have yet to score. But we still got a lot of ball game left, so I wouldn't count them out just yet. On the return, that is Neil Downs with 29 yards found.
Just great return. Got to keep moving the ball around. Saying, hey, we need to get up the field as fast as possible. Only way we're going to get this game back in reach.
Left hash mark. They're looking for a throw, but almost intercepted there. Fernando Gonzalez slapped it down.
I thought Gonzalez was about to just take it back all the way and kill any comeback chance. It felt Virginia Tech good momentum there. But could not bring it in. Virginia Tech can still gain momentum on this drive.
The throw goes up left side. Cam Ellis found 15.
Great catch by Cam Ellis. Great throw by Busby. 2 in-sync plays, and it's the out route, something that has been a constant tonight for offenses moving the ball downfield.
Left hash mark, the 47-yard line. The Hokies slowly making their way to the ball with 45 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. Looking for maybe a couple more plays before we head on over to the fourth. Kozlov on the rush, fights his way up the middle of the field, trips over one, and finally gets in for a pretty solid rush there. That's an easy first down.
And over on Twitch, Tegan Fitz gets a 4-yard passing reception as Iowa cuts into the lead as they now only trail OSU by 3, 20-17, 7:57 left in the fourth quarter.
Busby in the pocket, feels a lot of pressure, scrambles out instead, looking to make his way in for at least a first down, but he's going to have to settle for a 7-yard rush.
Great awareness by Busby, knowing when he has to get out of there. Spun left, said, hey, give me 7, get me the chains moving.
Ravana Kozlov with a 4-yard rush, and we're inching closer and closer to the end zone.
That we are, and it's just off the run game that they're finally returning to. Something they will live by, I hope, the rest of the way.
But before we move farther down the field, we're going to have to call it here and make our way into the fourth quarter. The score right now is the Seminoles with 28 and the Hokies with 13. Can the Hokies make their way back with just 1 quarter left? We'll find out after the break. And we're back on the field. Left hash mark of the 27-yard line. The Hokies are hopeful. And Valente is talking crazy in the shadow. Handoff goes up left side. Vervana Kozlov with a 4-yard rush.
Just a great tackle by the FSU defense. And just ignore Valente. He's just jealous that I'm in here with you instead.
Valente, you're my side piece now. I've got a new main. And this time, Busby is looking for a throw up the right side of the field. Willie Burcham was 16. Look how close we are. We're 1st and goal.
The drive they absolutely needed to put together, and it is showing Kildor with a touchdown-saving tackle because he doesn't make that. VT gets in early in the fourth quarter, which would have made this interesting, but now you have 3 shots to get in.
1st and goal. Just a couple plays before things might fall apart, but the Hokies are hopeful. A throw goes up right side, but I think Busby threw it out of bounds because he felt a lot of pressure.
Felt pressure, saw nothing downfield, said, hey, live to see another down. We cannot risk a turnover this far into the game in this position.
2nd and goal, and they're living to see another down. But Busby's not going to be living for much longer. He might have lost his head after that sack from Kai Forche.
Hey, you'd love to see another day, and sometimes that day just means you a sack that pushes you out to almost the 20-yard line. Not every day's a great day. It's just the next day was not a happy one. But hey, 3rd time's a charm.
3rd time is a charm. But that's what, at least 20 yards, 15 yards away from the end zone. And Busby needs to make a big throw here, but they decided to rush the ball. The defense won't let Busby get it away. That is a crazy good play from Crowder Painter.
Just too many men. Everyone picked up a block, but Busby tried to get out of the pocket. He could have stayed in there a second longer and find your one-on-one opportunity downfield. But no pressure as Painter painted him onto the ground.
This will be a 38-yard attempt, and it's complete thanks to Chip Lightfoot. Picks up 3 more points, and it might not be 6 or 7, but we'll take 3 any day of the week.
Hey, man, I know everyone wants 6 or 7 points, but you live with 3. They aren't happy with 3 because you really needed a touchdown there to cut it to 1 score. But now you know for a fact you just need 2 touchdowns. The 2-point equation is 2-point attempt is out of the equation.
I'm going to expect a lot of run game from Adavian Augustin and Dean Money to try and run down the clock because, I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of time here in the fourth quarter, but it's less than a quarter left. We'll see what Scally looks for, though. Instead, it's going to be a pass up left side to Kai Mills for a 3-yard reception.
Hey, you expect to run, so let's go 5 wide and throw a quick out route and just get a quick completion. They're full of tricks out here.
2nd and 7. And a lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage. Scally's in the pocket, looking for a target. Found one up right side, running up the sideline. Zane Tree is able to get a 1st down.
Great outside tackle by Barfield. And Frosty's out here calling it out of the 5 wide after saying they're going to run the ball.
Yeah, we're just going to keep throwing it. It's all right. I mean, it's working. You can't argue with results. You can argue with play calling, but you cannot argue with results because look at how far they're marching down the field already.
Yeah, they haven't thrown an incompletion. And Valente, I do want to make it clear, I did do the hand gesture when I did say 6'7".
I didn't. I did not. I've heard it way too much this year. So just for context, Caleb, I'm actually 6'7" in height. So I hear it all the time. People ask how tall I am. It's been a terrible year in 2025. D-Money with a 7-yard rush to be able to make it 2nd and 3.
Barfield with the great tackle. I am blessed not to be 2 inches taller than, because I would have heard it all the same.
Yeah, it sucks. It's terrible. 2nd and 3. The pass maybe from Scally, and it goes complete up left side. No way. Ryan Stewart once more getting him within goal line distance.
Just a great job by Stewart in this FSU offense to get downfield. But over on Twitch, Iowa takes the lead as Kane Harris goes 71 yards to the house on a pass. 24-23, only 5 minutes left in the game. Iowa OSU.
First down. And we're 11 yards away from the end zone. Scally looking for a throw once more, and it goes complete to Shane Green. That's a touchdown for the Seminoles.
Great job by Shane Green. He doesn't have a scholarship. That's a walk-on making the big play. Attacked upfield, lowered his shoulder, and is making a play like, come on, give me a scholarship. I'm making plays when you give me a chance. Give me that roster spot.
Okay, so I was expecting a crazy amount of run game there, and I guess the Scally decided to throw it every single play on the field. But hey, it got him a touchdown. And now, I mean, what is this, like 4 possessions that they need?
It's still 3 possessions, I believe. 19. No, it is a 4 possession game. Right? No, it is 3. It's 3. It is 3. 3 touchdowns. I had to get there eventually, Kay. My mental math was not mental mathing.
First down once more, left hash mark. They're looking for a throw up right side. Goes complete for a... Oh, where the hell?
Hey, outside forces took over the ball. Great deflection. That means it's too strong to hit a football, apparently, because that ball was flying after he made contact with it.
In the pocket once more. Busby finds a throw up right side, goes complete to Tatum, but she gets leveled right after.
Find your reliable set of hands, and that's Tatum Melanishin. She is going to hold on to the ball if you throw it her way. Give her more opportunities if I was Virginia Tech.
First down yet again. And Busby looking for a target up the left side, but goes way out of bounds.
Understood where his receiver was, saying, I can't take an intentional grounding penalty here. Had his guy there and said, I'm just going to send this as high and as far as possible, and I can say I have a player over there.
Running up the right side, able to find some yards. Cam Ellis with a 12-yard reception.
And it is Fernando Gonzalez who made the tackle. But great job to just attack upfield and get every yard you humanly can.
As we see the Hokies march down the field slowly but surely. I mean, they're gunning for a spot back in this game, but the odds aren't high, but their hopes sure are. But look at Neil Downs, who picked up 3 yards.
Good game. It is Kai Forche who is able to get there and get that tackle. Outstanding job. Bring him down. Hey, you're not getting it that fast.
2nd and 7. And looking for a target up right side, goes complete to Willie Bertram for a first down.
Riley Quinn with the quick tackle, got him on the ground and said, hey, nothing for you. We are going to keep this going. Move the change.
First down yet again for Busby. Forced to throw it out, though. He got swarmed in the backfield.
And it looked like that ball might have been tipped a little bit, as it flew a little off. Great job by the D line to get pressure.
2nd and 10. And yet again, Busby wanting to get the ball out. And yes, it doesn't go complete.
Just couldn't hold on to it. And incomplete. You have to hold on to that ball in that situation.
3rd and 10. Towards the right side. And a throw going way downfield, but deflected down by Hayden Jackson.
Great job by Hayden Jackson, knew the situation. But over on Twitch, Mr. Hansen with a 6-yard touchdown run. OSU has the lead 29-24 after a failed 2-point conversion.
Busby's in the pocket looking into the end zone. Can he find a target? Hayden Jackson deflects it down once more, and that's a turnover.
Great incompletion. Great job to play the ball by Jackson. Get it on the ground. Do not give Melanishin a chance to make a big play there. Outstanding job by FSU, as now I would expect the run game to be really relevant.
Well, we say that, You know, I believe you. I'm in agreement with you. Let's see what Scally says, though. Scally might have a whole nother game plan, and that he does. Look at him. He's just going to go for another pass, and of course it's going to work. Why wouldn't it work? Kai Mills with 29-yard reception. You just can't argue with results.
No, you cannot. Great catch, and we're just continuing to look like fools. Analytics say run the football. Grin was around way before analytics was a thing and lives by his style of football.
Dude, where the hell is the TJ Scally that threw 3 interceptions before the first half? Now this guy is just locked in beyond all means, making us look dumb. Oh, here we go. Here's a rush. And I guess that's why he's not doing it, because the defense is ready for it. 2nd and 11.
Outstanding and great tackle by Apollo Sanchez. Shot the gap that D-Money wanted to take and said, this lane is closed. Go find an off-road to get these yards.
2nd and 11. And here we are, right hash mark. Scally handing it off one more time. Augustin, it's D-Money on the rush with 10 yards, just shy of a first down.
You know, I feel like you're continuing to lose these coin flips at times. You think one, you see another, but great run by D-Money.
3rd and 1. And a handoff. Yet again, running upfield at Avian Augustin with an 8-yard rush.
Augustin is running hard. He is saying, hey, I'm ready when it's my time to take over. He knows D-Money is a senior. Well, Augustin's a senior too, never mind.
First down yet again, and Scally looking at the end zone. He's going to throw it out of bounds, though.
Don't risk a turnover here. You're up 19. You don't want to risk the ball here. Continue to control the clock.
2nd and 10, right hash mark. And Scally's going to hand it off once more, but Augustin's going to get caught in the backfield as they lose yards.
Great tackle by Marcel Wheeler. His 7th on the night. Just got back there and said, get on the ground. Make a choice on 3rd down how you want to play this.
3rd and 12. And yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of ways to go about this, but a lot of bodies on the line of scrimmage means that Scally's probably going to be looking at a throw, at least, you know, for 10 yards or 12 to get him into the end zone, maybe. But
it might
waiting out the clock.
Might just be just do not throw an incompletion. He might need a sack here if that's what's best for the clock.
Yeah, I mean, dude, look at the edge right here. I mean, this could be bad news for Scally, but I'd say just throw it quick. Get the ball out fast. There it goes. Ball's out, but swatted down. Scally couldn't get the ball out. 4th and 12.
The one thing you really didn't want there was an incompletion, because you need the clock to run.
4th and 12 means they're gonna go for a field goal, and it is complete once more. Shout out to Andrew Pence. Once again, the reliable go-to guy for the Seminoles, giving him another 3 points, 38 on the board. What is this, 4 possessions now?
It's still 3 possessions, technically. You have the 2-point conversion. It's 22 points. You need 2 touchdowns. Well, 3 touchdowns and 1 2-point conversion. So it's still very possible.
I love making my analysts do math work. I do this about all the time. I love making it hard for y'all. First down yet again. The ball in control of the Hokies. And it looks like they're still going to be trying to march down the field. I mean, hopes aren't giving up just yet, but with Busby throwing the ball out like that, still feeling pressure in the pocket with 2 minutes left here in the 4th, I mean, he's going to have a hard time doing anything here.
Over on Tritz. Iowa takes the lead as Brightkeem Alvarez gets a 5-yard touchdown, and they convert on a 2-point conversion. 38 seconds left, Iowa leads.
And an interception, this time from Virginia Tech.
FSU gets the pick. Speedy Howard makes the play, and you have to feel like that clinches the game as FSU just will need one more first down for this game to be able to be over.
So what does a win like this mean for the Seminoles? What do they get going into this?
I mean, it's huge for them. You look at the ACC right now. Notre Dame's at the top 2-0. They play UNC tomorrow. The FSU lost to UNC. They would love a chance for UNC to potentially either win or lose. They benefit either way. A win, 3-way tie for first. A loss, they're in a great spot because they are ahead of FSU in conference UNC in conference standings, and then Miami and Clemson will be tied with them.
So Seminoles are going to be rewarded greatly for their victory tonight. 1 more minute left here in the fourth. We're slowly going to wrap things up as we see a couple more plays. Look at David Augustin still running like he's, in the middle of the game, just fresh out of halftime. You just got to love the passion that these guys have.
They run hard. They want to win these games. They understood their slow start they have to come back from, and they're doing just that.
Running up right side, D Money with a 1-yard rush with 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And unless they decide they want the extra snap, that should be ball game. Barfield with a great game, though, with 13 tackles.
Yeah, Barfield has had an absolute banger of a game. That, and he had some great catches as well, making his way over to offense for a little bit. Any final thoughts before you take off?
Great job by FSU to fight. We saw this in the week 1 through 3 games where they would fall behind but fight back a little too late. They didn't wait till the second half to fight. They fought back early, but Virginia Tech with a heartbreaking loss that they felt great with.
A big shout out to the big dogs over at PX1 Sports, Austin Crow and Mike Peters for making this whole thing go down. Thank you to Caleb for joining me here in the booth. And most importantly, thank you to every single viewer tuned in at home, because it has been a blast to be a part of this broadcast. My name's Morty, and it was a pleasure to be here. We've got more football, though. If you haven't had your CFSL fix, we've got more at 8:30 Central. If you want to come back then, we're going to watch Alabama take on the LSU Tigers. So we'll see you here in just a bit.